be worthy.
Guess what, motherfucker?
It's morphin' time! Acknowledge me! Give your balls a touch! I'm delighted about it.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker!
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
You are now listening to Unworthy AF. Here is your host, the bastard, Unworthy Collector.
That's right. I'm excited about this, guys. You might be on the Hoodcast AF podcast, but you're actually listening to the Unworthy Collector, bringing you the first episode of Unworthy AF Action Figure Photography Show. And I couldn't be happier about this. This show is going to be once a month. It's going to be a exclusive show to the Hoodcast AF Patreon network. It's going to be free. It's going to be in their free tier. But if you're there subscribing to listen to me talk for free, you might as well be subscribing for $3 a month. You get the broke-ass NECA tier, and you get all their other content like Tex AF, Slime Wreck Radio. You get to see a bunch of action figure porn photography that you won't be able to see on Instagram. You're going to want to be involved. For $3 a month, how could you not? How could you not want to be involved in this shit? You know, you can't even buy a cup of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts for $3. And that's $3 for the whole month. So you might as well be doing it. Don't be silly. Go do it. Subscribe now. You can go over to hoodcastaf.com. Find that Hoodcast AF Patreon link. Subscribe now. But this is Unworthy AF. And I couldn't be happier about doing this. I want to thank the guys over at Hoodcast, Fallen, Mikey TV. I want to thank them for giving me this platform to do this show for the action figure photography community. And so I'm going to be covering the month of October's fucking hashtags, photography, themes, prompts, that sweet-ass giveaway over on the Unworthy Collabs page with First Strike Figs. I'm going to be talking October. I'm going to be talking Tusktober. I'm going to be talking about Black and Wednesdays. And I'm going to be talking about the 8 photographers who got involved in the month of Hacktober's Masters Class collabs. And to start off, I am going to pull the curtain back. You see that curtain over there? You see that man hiding behind it? I'm going to pull the curtain back. I'm going to break kayfabe. I'm going to break the fourth wall, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give you the backstory. I'm going to give you the origin of the Masters Class. Where is it? Or what is it? Why is it? Why did it start? Who's been involved? What is the main goal here? So that's where I want to start off. For any of you who aren't familiar with the Masters Class collabs, you can go over to Instagram, go to the Unworthy Collabs, and you can find the Masters Class collabs in full effect. You can see everybody who's done it. We've done one each Friday since I think either the first week of August or first week of September. I can't fucking quite remember. I think it was August. Every Friday we've done one. And the whole thing with the Masters Class was, you know, it started out originally as a whole different collab idea with the Lazy Boys doing a face-off challenge where you would take one picture from another artist and then you would recreate it in your own style. They would take one of your pictures and do it in their own style. It was called the LBS Unworthy Challenge. And there was some good participation in it. Lots of great artists. Didn't really get too much steam. And, the thing you got to know about the action figure photography community is there's 2 types of people. There are people who are supportive, and there are people who are good about giving you some pointers, their tips, their tricks, helping you out, learning your way around the hobby and bettering your skills. But, and trust me, that's a big ass but with a capital B, capital U, and a capital T. For every positive person in the community, there's also a complete shithead that would just act like you're just a big ass inconvenience to them if you ask them any kind of questions. They would act like the shit they did was some trade secrets, like goddamn nuclear codes, and they ain't giving you the time of day, let alone any help to help you better yourself. God forbid we all sit at the same table and eat, gotta go eat your scraps in the doghouse, some of these assholes. And I'm gonna be referring to them as douchebags because I ain't gonna drop no names. But second part of this origin story about the master's class is I love doing collabs. I love seeing collabs. I love seeing people working together. I dig that shit. As Negan would say, that's the sort of shit that tickles my balls. The idea of people working together with a common theme and producing these dope shots has inspired me to do the Unworthy collabs, and therefore inspired me to start up the master's class. There's a gentleman on IG. I'm not going to mention his name. He's a good friend of mine. I asked him why he thought the face-off hadn't got a lot of steam, hadn't had a lot of participation, and he said, there's nothing wrong with the face-off challenge other than it's called a face-off challenge. And what he meant by that is that there's guys that want to help and support one another, and they have this built-in aversion to anything that comes off as competitive or confrontational. And even if it's not either of those things, the face-off challenge was inherently flawed because it suggests confrontation, or at the very least some sort of, I did your shot better. And case in point, and good example would have been myself and John Fallon. We kind of had a little feud. That was kayfabe too, by the way. But, we kind of had some jabs back and forth, and it kind of put a lot of bad taste in people's mouth about doing the face-off challenge. And for better or worse, the face-off challenge is gone. It's hanging up in the closet. Probably won't see the light of day. Maybe someday down the road, maybe it'll pick up some steam again. But for what it was, it inspired me to do a new thing with the master's class. And, because I wanted to get people working together. I wanted to get people collaborating, sharing their knowledge, sharing their skill set, because this is a hobby, and not any single one person has it all figured out. Not any single one person can do everything from A to Z, and if they say that they can do everything from A to Z, well, they're one of them douchebags I was talking about. So the master's class came from a place of hold on, I got my music all fucked up here. There we go. I came from a place of wanting to share the knowledge, share the skills of the trade. And like I said, there's a lot of people you ask them for tips or tricks, and they ain't going to give them to you. Well, I wanted to enlist the people who would. Hey, are you struggling doing action shots? Don't worry about it. AB Photos and the Unhuman, they're going to break down how they do their action shots, because they're superstars when it comes to the action shots. You having a hard time with lighting? Can't get your head wrapped around how to set up your lighting for all your shots? No worries, man. No chewing and lights, cameras, action figure. They got you. They're going to tell you how they do it, because they're pretty fucking good at setting up lighting. So that's where a master's class was all about. Because as a community, we all have it figured out. As a single person, we don't have it all figured out. That's why we got to all sit at the table. We got to share our knowledge. Let's show you guys that not everybody in this community is a jerk off. There's a spot at the table for you, little homie. Sit down. Let's learn some shit. So you can check out the Masters Class collabs on Unworthy Collabs page. Like I said, we've had one every Friday since August. This Friday will be the first that we haven't had a master's class. And that's myself. That was my own fault, my own doing, because I needed a week off to get Unworthy AF going, baby. But so with that out of the way, let's talk about October's master's classes. It was Tober, running all month over on the Unworthy Collabs. A lot of participation. I want to thank everybody that participated in that, by the way. But I wanted to continue the Tober running with those themes. I wanted to continue that onto the Masters class and have those 4 themes from Tober: Hellraiser, Michael Myers, Friday the 13th, and Child's Play. I wanted to have those be the focus of the four master classes. So there was the 4 themes. All I had to do was find the right artist to do it. And, not to fucking pat myself on the back or anything, but I think the master's classes that you guys got in October for the Hecktober month, man, all-star cast. I want to thank everybody that got involved. So first week of October, it happened to be that the new Hellraiser came out on Hulu. And so, bang, Hulu movie come out. We're going to have a Hellraiser Masters class. And I was very excited. I'm a big Hellraiser fan. More so the comics and the books than the movies. I love the movies too, don't get me wrong. But I wanted to focus on that because there's a certain style you gotta pull off a certain style to pull off a good Hellraiser pinhead shot. So I was checking through, seeing who might want to do it. And one of the people that came to mind right away is Hierophant Horror. That's at Hierophant Horror over on Instagram. Check him out, guys. He does some amazing horror figure photography. One of the best that you can find over there on Instagram. I'd seen a lot of great shots from him. I knew, like myself, he had a love for Pinhead. He was a Hellraiser fan, and to contrast him in the Masters class, somebody to kind of juxtaposition that already being known for horror shots. I wanted to enlist somebody who wasn't exactly known for doing horror shots, but was known for doing amazing action figure photography, just with the way that he does his own photography. And that was Tony Toy Box, open today over there on Instagram. Great guy. I'm a big fan of his stuff. Like I said, I hadn't seen a lot of horror shots out of him, but I had seen enough of his shots to know that the way he did his shots and the clear way that he put a story together in order to form an action figure shot, it was clear this guy had the chops to do some insane horror shit. So I hit him up. Hey, you want to do a master's class Hellraiser? And he said, yeah. Actually, I think he said hell yeah. No pun, maybe there was pun intended. I'm not sure. But these 2 guys, their shots were just... I know this is a audio thing, so you can't see me doing the chef's kiss, but man, it was chef's kiss good. Check both of those guys out. Tony Toy Box open today. Hierophant Horror. So I want to talk about their shots. Hierophant Horror, Double H, he did this shot with Pinhead dragging off a Demogorgon from the Stranger Things figure line. He had the ominous blue lighting, and you can't have that. You can't have a Hellraiser shot without setting the mood. And his lighting was on point, dragging off this Demogorgon, and you could tell, like with the way that he posed the Demogorgon, that Demogorgon was just struggling, frantic, trying to get free. Pinhead just standing there like that cold ass killer that he is, holding the chain one-handed, like, not today, kid. It's just everything you could want from a Hellraiser shot from Hierophant Horror. And then, y'all, if you haven't seen Tony Toy Box open today's Masters Class Pinhead shot, oh man, I'm not gonna do it any justice by explaining it to you, but I don't see anyone doing any type of shot of Hellraiser and having it be that good again. So his shot, he's got Constantine from the new Page Punchers line of McFarlane figures. He's sitting in a chair, he's smoking his cigarette, and he's got his foot up like he ain't even one fucking bit worried. He's got the Lament box, the Le Marchand box. He's tossing it up in his hand, catching it one-handed. Then you see Pinhead coming through the smoke and coming through the chains, see who opened his box, and Pinhead just has this displeased look at him. Like he's not impressed at all with just how not worried Constantine is, and the storytelling of this shot is just it's something to see. I mean, it reminds me a lot of the Scarlet Gospels book from the Hellraiser book series. If you haven't read that book, you very much need to. Pinhead's trying to overthrow Lucifer as the new king of hell, and Harry D'Amour from The Last Illusion, or Lord of Illusion if you're familiar with the movie version. Pinhead has D'Amour being his witness as he conquers hell. But anyways, Tony Schott reminded me of that book so much that I was ecstatic to have him involved. So great shots from Tony Toy Box open today in Hierophant Horror. Thank you guys for joining in on the Masters class. Be sure to click that link in the bio of the Unworthy Collabs page and read up on how they did their shots. You really need to go over to IG and see this shit. And so for the second Masters class of the month, Halloween Halloween ends. And sidebar note, mercifully, thank fucking God it ends, because that movie... well, this ain't a movie podcast, so I don't need to fucking tell you about that movie. You can watch it and judge it on your own. But my bro... Toy Addict, that's toy_addict17 over on Instagram. He's probably one of the biggest Halloween fans, Michael Myers fans that I've ever known. And being as he's my rowdy boy brother in arms, I didn't necessarily ask him. I just was like, hey, I need you to do the Michael Myers Masters class. And of course, being as we're bros, he did it for me. And to pair with him, match up with him, I feel is somebody who is a bit underrated as far as his horror shots go. And that's not just my opinion. You can ask him. He doesn't feel like he does horror pictures any justice when I've talked to him before. And he's a heavy hitter when it comes to the figure shots, and that's Blitz Figs. That's at Blitz with a Z _Figs with a Z. He does incredible work all around, crafting his scenes, and it just looks 100% believable every time. Doesn't matter what he's shooting, every time. It's amazing work out of the guy. And I don't see him do enough horror shots, so maybe this will change things a bit for him. Maybe he will start doing some more, because he brought some bangers. Toy Addict shot from the Halloween Masters class. It's everything you want to see out of Michael Myers. It's poster quality. Everything Toy Addict does, poster quality. He's got that ominous lighting, like as Michael's stalking through a house, and you just know that he's about to kill a motherfucker or two. Danny, Toy Addict there, he has this way of doing his horror shots with his dials that at first glance you don't even realize that it's a figure. Like you could pass it off easily as like it's a movie poster or a movie still. But when you take a good look, it's all those little details that are just the cherry on top for his shots every time. Like the way the one window pane, in his Masters class shot, the way the one window pane in the back behind him, it looks like it's cracked. And, like any old door might have a fucking cracked window. And the way Michael's face is lit up on the right, you could see that it's coming through that door from the porch light. Probably, I mean, it's top-notch details every time with Toy Addict. All the little treats that he puts in there for the fan. So go check him out. Blitz Fig shot also goes deep on the details and the delivery of the mood for a Michael Myers shot. Michael stalking through the cemetery, his light's on point, it's believable. He's walking through a cemetery at night and the moon's the only thing lighting him up. There's a pumpkin in the background. It looks like it's stuck on like some sort of totem. And the posing of Michael, it's something to see. It's as if he's walking through the cemetery on a mission, but he couldn't resist stopping and looking at his sister's headstone. Incredible work from Blitz Figs on this. 100% believable. authentic, Toy Addict as well. Check out both of those guys. So that's on to the third week of Hecktober. And, you know, who doesn't love Jason Voorhees? If you don't like Friday the 13th movie, if you don't like Jason Voorhees, like, do you actually even like horror? This was the only theme or this was the only Masters class that didn't have like a movie or show coming out to tie in with the month. But it's because, you know, it's Jason Voorhees. Like, you know, you got to have Jason Voorhees for Halloween time. You gotta. So for the Jason Voorhees Masters class, I was glad to get my buddy Man Beast. That's man_beast_210. He had reached out to me before about doing horror Masters class. So I reached out and was like, hey man, you want to do the Jason Voorhees Master class? And no doubt he wanted to. And to pair up with him, another good contrasting style of photography was none other than my other rowdy boy brother in arms, AB Photos 35. That's A.B_photos 35 over there on Instagram. Be sure to be checking him out. So those were the two guys for the Masters class for Jason. And Man Beast, bro, you know, he brought a shot that looked like it belonged on the cover of a VHS tape from back in the day. Like, you see, before we had DVDs and live streaming, we had these things called VHS tapes. They were cassettes that you had to put in a big box and you had to rewind the shit, man. It was lawless times, like, you know. But his shot showed Jason in the ground like he was either about to be buried or he was about to unbury himself. You know, you can be the judge of that. You can see the tombstone that says his name. It's raining. You just know shit's about to go sideways and shit ain't about to be what you thinking it's about to be based on his shot. There's something supernatural about the coloring of his shot that just hits you right in the fear. Like I said, this belonged on a movie cover. Hats off to my brother Man Beast. Be sure to check him out on Instagram for more of his horror shots. Never disappointing out of that guy. And then just when I think it can't get much better, damn, you know, here comes my brother AB Photos. And, you know, just like with Tony Toybox's shot, I'm not going to be able to do this justice by just explaining it to you guys. You need to go over on Instagram and check this shit out. You need to fully appreciate all of these guys' work by seeing it. And hopefully one of these days I'll be able to get this shit straightened out so this can be a visual podcast as well as an audio podcast. But nonetheless, I asked AB about doing the collab. And, you know, AB's just got this infectious enthusiasm about everything that he's doing. And, you know, when I reached out to him, he agreed right away. Couldn't wait to do it. Him and his oldest son, you know, they're like a father-son team over there on that account. And right away he wanted to do it. And then, my God, he hit me with the picture. And my jaw hit the fucking ground so hard that I thought I fucking broke my jaw. So he's got a shot set up. And if this shot doesn't inspire you, then I don't know what will ever inspire you. His shots, like you're looking through a wall and you're seeing inside and outside at the same time. Simultaneously, like the inside of the house has shit thrown around, like there's a big struggle going on. And front and center, you see Jason stabbing his machete through his victim. And through the wall on the other side, for the outdoor scenery, you got the trees, it's dimly lit, and you see the machete coming through the other side of the wall with the blood splatter. And you know, this is not an easy shot to pull off. I mean, you would expect that the lighting would be hard to pull off on something like this, and I'm here to tell you, the lighting is hard to pull off on something like this. And don't let it fool you. He's just got the skills like that. I'd probably have to think about it for days and then still get it wrong. But AB is here to tell you it's not that hard, and don't listen, it is hard. For him, it wasn't, but the outside portion of the house is dark like it should be, like it's the outside of a house at night. The inside of the house is exactly lit like it would be the inside of a house at night. You don't miss any details of what's going on inside. There's no light spilling from inside to outside. It's truly, truly, truly an epic picture. And the way the blood spray, the way the house is just fucking torn asunder, like somebody running away. I think he used the Peter Parker, civilian Peter Parker body for the victim. And just the way the machetes rammed right through, it's just 100% believable. You guys got to go over and check that out. That's man_beast_210 and a.b_photos35. Check these guys out. Thank you, my brothers, for doing the master's class. And finally, we come around to the last week of the horror master's classes, and it was Child's Play. The new Child's Play season 2 series of this series came out. So for this master's class, I had to bring in a couple heavyweight horror fig artists for what was probably my most anticipated collab of the month, and it didn't disappoint. I say it was my most anticipated. For one, I don't own a Chucky figure, so I always love every Chucky figure shot that I see, and I can't wait to get one of my own. Secondly, the other reason I was most interested in seeing it is because something about getting people working together that have such contrasting, different styles. I fucking love that shit. So being able to get HC Yellow Jacket that's at h.c._Yellow Jacket. He's one of the first people I started following on Instagram when I got into the action figure photography. Genuinely a great dude, genuinely nice, and he reliably brings amazing shots. So I was excited to get him on board for the master's class. He has this style of posing and lighting that I just can't explain. It's something you have to see it. And opposite of him for the collab was Hoodcast's own one and only Mikey B-Town, Mikey TV, where Yellow Jacket has this undefinable style that amazes. Mikey has this mixture of styles that he sums up pretty accurately if you hear him talk about his show. He says his style is like if you print out like a flyer or a poster for a concert or some show, and then you have it hanging on a bathroom stall, but then it falls off of the stall wall and it gets on the floor, and then it gets pissed on, but then the janitor hangs it back up, so now it's just like a piss-dried stained flyer, but you still read it anyway while you're taking a dump. That's how he explains it, not how I explain it, but it's 100% on the nose. But it's amazing work from him. It's 50 times better, at least 50 times better than the way he makes it sound, and the way he describes it. But he has a unique style of shots that he tries to act like it's effortless, but I'm betting there's a bit more effort to it than he wants to lead on. So I was excited to see the contrasting style between these two guys, with the goal of creating a Chucky shot in common. And it went well further beyond what I was anticipating and excited for. And, hats off to both of those guys for joining in on the master's class. Appreciate you guys. So for Yellow Jacket shot, it was perfectly lit, almost portrait style shot of Chucky standing in a hallway looking right at you. You get the feeling like whoever his victim is, they're maybe watching TV at night, and the TV's the only thing giving you any kind of lighting. And, you turn, and there's Chucky waiting for you with a knife ready to kill your ass. Got the playful head tilt and everything. 100% one of the creepiest poses you can put on a Chucky figure, I'm sure. Amazing shot from HC Yellow Jacket, and contrasted in every single way that I wanted it to Mikey's shot. Mikey's shot instantly gave me these like Sin City style vibes. He's got charging at you with his knife up like he's about to stab the handle right through your motherfucking neck. Chucky's the only thing in full color, and that's where I say it kind of gives me them Sin City vibes, because Chucky's in full color, but everything in the background is completely black and white. There's a TV, I believe it's a TV behind Chucky, and right on the screen is Chucky as well. And the way the figure and the TV are kind of, directly in front of and behind each other, it looks like Chucky's got two heads. Like, one is the black and white head with kind of the more doll aspect look of him, and the color version of him up front is the more sinister, menacing. So it's like Chucky, is a two-headed monster, and I mean that really captures kind of what Chucky's all about too. Like, Chucky definitely has, especially with the new Hulu series or the new television series, he's kind of got that attitude where sometimes he's, not half bad. You could see hanging out with Chucky, and then there's other times he's a murderous fucking sadistic ass. And and with the way Mikey has both of his shot colored, it's like an awesome juxtapositioned look of two Chucky dolls, like I said, like a two-headed monster. I love the way the black and white background serves up all the attention onto the color figure, but at the same time, you don't lose any details or focus on the background being black and white. And Mikey's style is something everyone needs to see. Obviously, if you're listening to Hoodcast AF, you probably are aware of Mikey's abilities and his photography style. And so be checking out HC Yellow Jacket and Mikey V-Town. Thank you guys for doing the Child's Play Masters class. So the Masters classes were a lot of fun. Extremely well done by all 8 of those guys. Like I say, get over the Unworthy Collabs page. Click the link in the bio. Read up on the blog interviews with these guys. Soak up their knowledge, man. These guys are amazing. All 8 of them. And I can't say enough good about any of those guys. So be sure to be checking that out. So what else? What else can we talk about from the month of October? There was a lot going on, a lot to unpack. So obviously the Articulated Comic Book Alliance, they did October. The fellas over at Toy Talk for You, that's toy.talk, the number 4, the letter U. They have a YouTube show. I think they do it every Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, over on YouTube. Be sure to be checking those guys out. They had every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they had a Tusktober, hashtag Tusktober going on in honor of our friend Tuscan Traders, who, unfortunately passed away. So they had themes for each one. Water, running, claws, weapons. There's all kinds of themes that you could follow up with. Prompts to get your creative juices going. And, first of all, the Tusktober thing itself was just, it was great to see all the activity in that. And also, while we're talking about Toy Talk, one of the hosts, also my brother, Toy underscore Addict 17. He's one of the hosts over there. He was doing his first month-long collab session. It was his first one. He was kind of nervous about doing it. I am so fucking glad that he did it. I know he's probably going to be listening to this. So, Danny, Toy Addict, bro, amazing shit. I sincerely hope you keep it up with the themed collabs. So it was hashtag TA_Black and Wednesdays. It was a lot of fun, and I know Danny was pretty happy with the participation he got for it. I'm looking forward to more coming from this guy. So let's talk about some of these black and white photography shots from TA_Black and Wednesdays. You're going to hear me talk a lot about Toy Addict, I'm sure. Anybody who does this as a hobby can honestly tell you there's something appealing about doing black and white shots. The depth, the mood, the aesthetics, it's just good shit. And, he did it, Danny brought this idea of the Black and Wednesdays up and followed through with it. And there was a lot of great shots. I can't say how excited I was to see the participation now. So let's talk about some of these shots. First person I want to shout out, X_Samurai_Chris with a K _X. So it's Samurai Chris, X_Samurai_Chris _X. He did this awesome portrait of the Maestro Hulk figure. And something with the grainy finish of that shot it was too good to pass up and not give Chris his shout out here. Shadows can kind of get lost in a lot of black and white shots, but Chris nailed it with the lighting on his shot coming from above and behind. So you see the whole silhouette, and it just focuses on that sheer size of the Maestro and how his own size just gives him, his own size definitely casts his own shadows. Also, another shot, Toy Addict 40S. That's Toy Addict just no underscores. My bad. That's Toy Addict 40S. He did this awesome black and white shot. I think it's a Mythic Legion figure. I could be wrong. He'll let me know. It's like a bat humanoid. He's got a mace. Fucking incredible. The way he's got the black and white version and he's got the colorized version, so you're gonna appreciate it even more. He's got that smoky mist effect, even though it's black and white. You almost would think that you would miss misty, smoky effects on a black and white shot, but you don't. So great work, Toy Addict 40S. Also, Green Geek 88 over there on Instagram. That's Green Geek 88. He did a black and white shot of I believe they're retro Playmates Ninja Turtles. Team shot, amazing shot. This thing was like a hard right uppercut straight to the nostalgia for me. The way he gets these figures in this team shot. And, also Green Geek's one of my favorite photographers that there are. So shout out Green Geek for that. So that was TA Black and Wednesdays. Lots of great shot. Make sure you check that shit out. October, every day there was a different theme or prompt. I believe this was put on by the Articulated Comic Book Alliance. I'm not 100% positive. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of opportunity to do any of these because I was focusing on a lot of other shit. But I do want to give some shout outs to some people that did this October. Like I said, it was 31 days of toy photography prompts and to get you fucking inspired to do some shots. And first person I want to shout out, he is Showdown Pro. That's at Showdown SHODOWN_pro over there on Instagram. He did one that I really loved from day 22. The prompt was something memorable, and it's definitely a fucking memorable thing for me. It was this dope shot of John Moxley or Dean Ambrose in this situation clocking out Seth Rollins with the Money in the Bank briefcase while Roman Reigns is fucking knocked out cold. It's the infamous and certainly memorable night that all three of the Shield held the WWE title on one night. Reigns went in to Money in the Bank as a champion, lost the title to Rollins, and then in no more than pinned Reigns, and out comes Ambrose, cashes in, beats him. Boom. So shout out to Showdown Pro. Awesome work, buddy. The other one I liked the most was from Action Figgy Skinny. That's Action Figgy Figy Skinny, and it was from the Day 12 theme straight out of comics. It showed the House of X figure, Professor X, welcoming Apocalypse home to Krakoa, and he's got like the comic book bubble. I'm a huge fan of the House of X, Powers of X comics, so the pairing of Professor X, Magneto, and Apocalypse on the Krakoan Council is one of my favorite things about that comic book. So this shot from Action Figgy Skinny definitely got a pop from me. So shout out to Action Figgy Skinny, great work. And there was a lot of October shots. You got to go search the October hashtag. Check out all the work from those guys. I wanted to shout those two guys out though. Hecktober. All month long, we did Hecktober over on the Unworthy Collabs page. And like I said, First Strike Figs offered up this awesome Funko Mega Pop, a zombie Iron Man, to give away to a lucky winner who used the hashtag. And I do want to shout out some of the guys that did this Hecktober. Pop & Sons Collectibles, Raven Studios, Unhuman. You're going to hear me talk a lot about Unhuman. He's probably not going to like to hear that, but big fan of Unhuman. Just so much participation. Blitz Figs, Thor, Green Geek, everybody from the YTG Pick Bar, they all joined in on the Hecktober. Everybody from Hoodcast joined in on Hecktober. The Rowdy Boys, of course, they checked in. They did some shots for Hecktober. First Strike Figs did shots every day for Hecktober. I tried to do shots every day for Hecktober. Shout out to Toy Art Unlimited with his shot of the clown from Spawn. That was one of my favorites. Clintastic 4, my other Rowdy Boy brother, he did this amazing shot with Madeline Pryor, like disintegrating Bill Hood, as we call him, Bill Hood, the Red Hood, for who may not know. Beautiful shot from him. HC Yellow Jacket did some great shit. Hoodcast AF did some great shit. Cobra Dad did this silly ass picture that I loved with it was himself with the Pinhead figure behind him, and shout out to Cobra Dad for putting that face of yours out there in the world of Instagram, buddy. Nothing but love. Also, it came from the Toy Box, Clone Wars 501st. Everybody did, thank you all for doing the getting involved, using that hashtag. It was a huge success. I think there's like 600 plus pictures that got posted using that hashtag. Now I want to talk about the winner of this, the giveaway, and it was so First Strike and I, we talked about how we would pick a winner, and our solution was we'd each come up with 10 shots that we thought were the best, and then we would discuss which ones, which one is the best. And not surprisingly, there was we had a lot of pictures that we picked in common that we thought were great, and I can't thank people enough for all of their participation. But let's talk about the winning shot. This thing, it looks completely and totally like it's out of a Friday the 13th movie. Hold on, my phone is acting a little bit funky here. It's black and white, almost again with the black and white Sin City, almost Sin City style, with Freddy Krueger being in color, and everything else is being in background is black and white. Freddy standing in the open doorway. smoke coming out behind him. You see somebody hiding in the foreground. But Freddy's little creepy ass dogs with the doll faces on it. Just, that picture. That picture is something to see. Like, it was an easy pick. I mean, it wasn't. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that it was super easy and obvious, but when you got to consider all of the rules, I guess you want to say, that went along to enter. Like you had to be in the United States. You had to use the hashtag. Had to be Halloween or scary horror type shot. And like I said, there were 600 shots that we had to go through. We both picked 10, and out of those 10, we narrowed it down, and the winner with the Freddy Krueger shot was at Pathfinder Toys SPH. That's at Pathfinder Toys PH. Amazing shot from Pathfinder. So when I hit him up and explained to him that he won, he was kind of like, really? But yeah, man, really, well deserved. So again, Pathfinder's PH. You got to find him on Instagram. Give him a like, give him a follow. Amazing work out of him. Also wanted to shout out Sid Vicious Toys, Philip the Fool, Scary Figures, Toyetic, of course, Shots by Gobu, Deadman Juan, Catalyst Hobbies, Thor 2012, El Collectionista, just Toy Mirth, Toy Immersion, collectibles and that. Just all kinds of amazing shots from everybody. Thank you all so much for participating in that. It was a lot of fun. Also, it inspired me, man, a lot to do a lot more horror style figure photography. Absolutely a blessing having everybody get involved in that. So thank you again. Big shout out to Pathfinders PH over there on Instagram. Be sure to be checking him out. And what I want to close out the show talking about is Tusktober. That's hashtag Tusktober. This was put on by the guys over at Toy Talk. And if you're not familiar with the situation, we lost a big member of this community in our buddy Tuscan Traders. Somebody that would be definitely sorely missed. He just had this. He was a big infectious ball of humor and positivity in the figure photography world, and the style of work that he did and the style of supportiveness that he had. It's like a once in a lifetime thing. You only get that out of so many people. So Tusktober was a way for the guys at Toy Talk to honor Tuscan Traders. So every Monday and Wednesday they had a theme, and like I said, it was like water one day, final girl, weapons, all that sort of thing. I want to talk about some of the shots from these. Day 10 specifically, there was the theme was weapons, and the real marvelous shots. He did a great crisp shot of Ahsoka with her lightsaber. Thor 2012, that's at THO_R2012. He did an amazing shot of Null. I think that was on the first day. The theme was bad guy. Also that day, no chewing. That's no dot chewing. He also did amazing weapon shot for day 10, where it's a close up of Raph's Sai. Toy Father, that's Toy.Father. He dropped a sick fucking shot of John Wick for the theme of Run. And I think everybody should be running from John Wick. Tazzy, I'm gonna murder this name, and I apologize for this, brother. Tazzy Chicha, that's Tazzy, Tazzie _ Uchiha, Uchiha. He did this amazing shot of Blade for the theme of teeth, and probably one of my most favorite out of the bunch with this Blade shot that he did. It's close up on Blade. It's on the photo for this episode. And probably my most favorite shot out of all of them was the Unhuman. That's the _ human. And he did this shot of Pennywise, like Tim Curry Pennywise. And it was for the fog theme. He's holding a balloon, he's smiling, waving his fucked up alien hand, saying, "Hi, Georgie." Amazing work out of this guy every time. Unhuman. He's another one of those people that is just a big ball of positivity for the action figure photography community. So shout out to him. Drop by Tazzy, Uchiha, Thor 2012, No Chewing, Toy Father, Cox Creates, Toy Addict, everybody who participated. Be sharing the love, man. Spreading the love for these guys. It's been fantastic, seeing all of the participation for Tober. All those guys are incredible. They're doing everything they can to keep Ryan Tuscan Traders at the forefront of our minds, and because Ryan touched a lot of people in this community, man. And I had the pleasure of being with Tuscan on the same team as him on the Shutter Slam tournament, and for all the world had thrown at the guy, he took it in stride, and he was a unstoppable force of positivity and support for everybody. So undoubtedly, the guys over at Toy Talk and also the guys over at the Pick Bar, Lazy Boys, they're going to continue these collaborative efforts to keep Ryan, Tuscan Traders, in our hearts and minds. I'm sure we'll be talking more about upcoming collabs in honor of Tuscan Traders. So that's, in a nutshell, guys, that was the month of October for action figure photography. Shout out to everybody doing their best work out here. October is one of my favorite months. Halloween is definitely my favorite holiday. So I loved everything that everybody's putting out, man. So coming up for November, like I say, this Friday is going to be the first week that we don't have a master's class. But November 11th, we're fucking bringing it back, bringing the noise. We got 88 Figs and Midnight Stars Customs. They're going to be doing a master's class on the 11th, all about customization of figures, figure customizations. We're going to have a master's class on diorama, setting up dioramas, building dioramas, custom dioramas, and then finally the final Friday of November will be all about editing your shots. So stay tuned for all of that. The Rowdy Boys, we're going to be doing our shit again. We're going to be doing some collabing again. If you want to be involved in any of the master's classes, hit me up. If you want to just give some questions for people for the master's classes, hit me up. You want to do a collab, hit me up. There ain't like I said, the curtain's down, bro. Hit me up for just about anything, man. I'm always excited to hear from everybody. I'm always excited to collaborate with anybody that wants to collaborate. You can find Toy Talk for you on YouTube every Monday. You can find Lazy Boys every Wednesday and Friday on YouTube, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find Hoodcast AF wherever you go to find your podcast. Don't miss any of this shit, guys. This figure photography community is just something to behold, something to be a part of. And starting next week, if you want to hear me talk about your action figure photography, Use the hashtag UnworthyAF. Tag me in your posts, and I'll talk about your shit on the next episode of Unworthy AF. This has been a lot of fun. I hope I didn't bore anybody to death just droning on and on about action figure photography. Be sure to check the Instagram pages of everybody that I mentioned. Be sure to drop a like, follow everybody. Spread the love, man, and don't be a douchebag. Hoodcast over Hoodcast, they say we don't say goodbye, we say good journey. But here at Unworthy AF, we say, get the fuck out of my shed. I got things to do. I gotta go feed my kids. I hope y'all have a great week. Hope y'all have a great month. And I will see you on the next episode of Unworthy AF.